Yes, it's Pew, and in the last video we talked about Hyper Racers, my favorite minigame. But what I haven't talked about is another minigame, Galaxite, and they're basically very similar. Of course, I'm talking about Galaxite Chronos and Rush. I'll start things off with Chronos since that came first. Released during Season 2 of October 22nd, 2020. That was such a long time ago that at that time I was still not caring about Minecraft at all and only playing platformers at that time with the likes of Mario. This minigame itself is a battle royale, which is something we've definitely seen before in Bedrock. Yeah, but Galaxite has definitely made something way better. What stands out here from other battle royale games is that what I call the Time Master gimmick. Basically, you slowly lose time in the game when you haven't killed anyone for a long duration, get killed by either a player or staying too long to corruption. The latter I don't see why people would even do in the first place. Or spend those precious time with the time shop, where you can buy items with the expense of losing some time. So one of the objectives in the game is to get as much time as possible to be the champion. But there's also basic battle royale things you might already know, like avoiding the red zone, called corruption in this game, getting good loot from loot boxes you'll find throughout the map by exploring, and of course, good old PvP. Galaxite also has one big map with multiple sections. Along with that big map, it shows you an X mark where there will be a mythic box that will spawn, giving you some advantage to get one of the best items in the game. A good tip I will give to people who are playing this for the first time is you definitely need to know your routes and familiarize yourself with the map to get some great loot and find nearby upgrade stations. Once you feel you're properly looted, you should definitely be guaranteed to win. To end things off, I'd like to point out things in this game like how there's a doubles match, which I'd probably not play if I were you. A hub that really looks like a hangar for aircrafts, which makes sense since the default glider looks like a jet. And a tutorial area with a very detailed diagram of the corruption. Speaking of corruption, they're now on the floor, and they're lava. Introduced in Season 4, we got Rush, and it's very similar to Chronos since they share some similar mechanics. Since this was released in Season 4, the hub is very tropical and looks like a pyramid. It also has some treasures inside like diamonds and gold. And one thing I didn't even realize until now is the hub's at a leaderboard. So let's see who's here and... oh. Anyways, once you go outside, there's a broken down bridge and lava floor below. Basically showing you what's going to be under the map in the actual matches in the game. In the sides of the hub spawn outside, there are smaller pyramids and trees. And in the front, we get a podium, and if I go farther than that, there's a floor with a floating block for some reason. I don't know, it just reminds me of Mario. So moving on to the actual game, imagine if Skywars and Chronos were blended together. Well, that's basically Rush. Still has loots, upgrade stations, corruptions, but now it's underfloor and it's lava, which will usually be the inevitable void you'll fall down in other Skywars-like games. Fortunately, that does give you some time to go back up and not die. Like a usual Skywars-type game, you go get some loot and rush in the middle to kill everyone else. Also, the more you go in the middle, the better loot crates you'll find, so you're absolutely encouraged to do that. So, as for me, I barely win this mostly because of lag. Unfortunately, I live in the Asian region, so it's a miracle I'm even playing in Galaxite in the first place. Despite that, I think both Chronos and Rush are equally good. While both aren't really that original, the team in Galaxite has added some gimmicks no other type of games have, like time and loot boxes. So in my opinion, you should definitely try these games out. I had fun playing them even though I've had those mentioned problems before. Oh, also, Future City is the best map in Rush. If anyone disagrees with that, then you guys are very wrong.